Hi, folks. How are y'all doing? Got an interesting topic that I think I have to talk about. Because when I did the live stream on Friday, um, wait till a few people get in the room, and finally the car alarm went off. I noticed a video on Friday that I was doing stuff too when I would say something that had to do with, said something about Carmen not missing an address. And I heard bing on my phone. Like, oh my God. But yeah, hello, who's ever in here. I got to talk to you guys about some synchronicities that I had. Um, and then uh, I want to talk about Archangel Raphael and the green red light. It's important. That one of the things I've been saying for a while is how Archangel Raphael wants to get involved, and he's been bored. Everybody calls him Michael. Everybody calls him Uriel, Metatron. The um, the thought of angels healing the sick or angels healing your spiritual and soul body has been lost in culture, except for through certain. Sometimes God just can't help himself and sends Archangel Raphael into a church to heal somebody just to make a point. I saw it happen. Yeah, he shows up. He brings the glory with him. It's the way it goes. It's very thick in a room when Raphael shows up. And then people just miraculously start getting healed. Either way, I'm going to start calling him in on all my readings. Hi, Heidi. How are you? But yeah, I don't know who's all on here, but it's been an interesting. I showed you what happened. I sent you the. I didn't tell you about what happened when I got off the live stream on Friday, though, did I? I might have. I know I didn't say anything to Faith, so. But Jess knew about it. I was on the phone with her. Right after I cut off the live stream when I was talking about uh, Elisha calling down fire from heaven. As soon as I cut off the live stream within 30 seconds, I heard thunder crack right over top my house. And I heard lightning, and that's my thumbnail. I kid you not, lightning hit a car, struck a car a block away from my house and caught on fire. I'm like, yeah. And I was just talking about Elisha, how he called fire down from heaven, and talked about the story of Jezebel. That's not a coincidence. I'm sorry. It's not a coincidence. Yeah. I wish I would have still been streaming so you guys could have all heard it. But I cut off the live stream and that happened. And I was just like, you got to be kidding me. My mind has been all over the place since I did my reading yesterday. I had a private reading. And I don't know if Jess is going to get on here or not. I don't know if she got the memo. I didn't message her to let her, I didn't let anybody know. I've been back and forth about getting on streaming today just because of the synchronicities of not just numeral synchronicities, which I pay attention to. Because I usually pay attention to what's going on at that precise moment. What am I thinking about? And then I can usually, that's how I've been discerning if it's positive or negative, where it's coming from, whether it's dark forces or whether it's spirit trying to show me something. That's one of the ways I want you guys to start. If you start reminiscing and ruminating, you're getting those ruminating thoughts again. When you see certain angel numbers that I know for a fact 10, 10, 10, 10. That came up in my friend's reading yesterday. About 10. Yeah. I wanted to talk about Archangel Raphael. What happened yesterday? My private readings, I've been calling him in. And I haven't been calling him in a whole lot before this, but I have been certain lives before this last month. I have actually been able to get words of knowledge as I was doing a reading, and I'd stop the reading and say somebody has a headache or a migraine. I'd point right to it and say goblins to heal you. Um, I'm probably going to start doing that again during lives. Hello, how are you? How are you, Michael? Um, and I noticed that there was some people who had responded back to when I would give out those words of knowledge and say, yeah, at that time they had a headache and it went away. So I have to start incorporating that back into my main readings for the month. Um, how you doing, Dick? Um, one of the things I wanted to talk about, Archangel Raphael, a lot of times comes in human form. Um, and he helps to, he is known as the healing angel. Hi, Dana. My cousin's on here. The only one who really gets me. She gets all those. She legit saw me help cross spirits over. Me and her cross spirits over in Gettysburg. We called in Archangel Michael. Yeah. Dana, keep going to Gettysburg. There's gonna be no ghost left for anybody to hunt. Either way, yeah. My reading, I'm gonna talk a little bit about, I told y'all what happened on Friday, and it's funny because I said something to my dad. I'm like, yeah, these coincidences. Oh, I know. Yeah, my house too. Yeah. That's why my house is pretty peaceful now. Couldn't get out that skinwalker though. I had to call a shaman in for that. So yeah, I need a little bit of help with that one. Anyway, um, hello, how are you? Welcome to Blue Flame Integration. Um, one of the things I was looking at when I was studying Archangel Raphael is because when I had my experience with uh, actually watching the sick get healed and seeing demonic people that are oppressed or possessed by demonic influences, it's usually Archangel Raphael and the glory he brings that pulls that out of people. I really feel that Archangel Raphael is the most underrated archangel in that we have at our that we can readily yeah, contact and ask for assistance. And here's the issue of what's going on in society and what's going on around the world. So many people are sick, whether it's emotionally sick, spiritually sick is when you're possessed. That's being spiritually sick. Um, and you'll see them manifest. I see them manifest on my channel all the time. They come on and call me ugly or trying to freaking whatever. I don't care. I got moderators on here to take care of those trolls. So, yeah, as far as Archangel Raphael, he is known as the healing angel. I've been calling him in the healing modality that Spirit gave me right after my grandmother passed, which I talked a little bit about it, is it's going amazing so far. These readings have been very healing for the people that I know that have got them. Um, yes, I do know, and I explained to them they need to make sure that they still cover themselves because, yeah, they can get healed, but if they open that door again, uh, you know, you don't want to do that. Demonic entities will try and attack you. So, got to keep that door shut. I know. I know. And that's why I really feel that I have to get this out there because I've been thinking about it a lot. And after what I saw yesterday, right after, and Jess isn't on here, I wish she would be. I done her private reading. She's a part of my Fabulous Four. But I did, was getting her ready and activated for what she's going to be stepping in to do. She needs to take action now. She asked for a sign. She's like, she asked for a sign after my reading. And I guess for a couple weeks, she had got a chrysalis. And it's like inside, it almost looks like it's inside of a bird cage, but it's netted. And 30 minutes after our reading was over, the butterfly emerged out of that chrysalis. I'm talking about attacks me on here. They don't scare me. I'm not afraid of death. I've been saying this. I don't fear death at all. I live from that realm. So I just got to be stuck in this one. Sucks. Yep, I need a Mountain Dew today because all my energy is gone. Cat Moon Tribe. Yeah. Things happen like at the right perfect timing. I don't understand it. I'm not supposed to. I'm just supposed to trust and do what I'm called to do. Like Jess's reading was supposed to be on Friday night. And Friday after the glitch came on, she didn't get home till late. We ended up talking for a little while. And yeah, as we're talking, like we hear the sirens and stuff. And that was, this one was like an orange yellow color that came out. And she couldn't believe it. She's like, that is complete confirmation that everything is going to be all right. Mm-hmm. Telling you what. It's the synchronicities like that I look at now. Sure, numbers are important because angels like to speak to us through numbers sometimes, but however, dark forces understand this too. So if dark forces want to get you off your path, they can tap right into the numeral system. Trust that. It's happened to me. So spirit gives me other stuff like after I talk about what I talked about, and then a car a block away catches on fire by getting struck by lightning. That's a synchronicity to me. Yep. Archangel Raphael is known by his green light. He also brings wealth and prosperity. So if your finances have been sick, that could be why as well. Because Archangel Raphael has not been called in to the 3D very often by healers. He hasn't. So not only is it Raphael, he has angels underneath him that he dispatches as well. Oh, I know. My body aches so much today. I don't know about the rest of you. Yeah, Archangel Raphael is also known to help heal the earth as well. So he is extremely powerful. Why have the spiritual community not? I mean, yeah, they talk about it, but they're not like speaking about it. Well, I guess what? I will. They actually took a biblical story out. And Archangel Raphael was in that biblical story, which I'm not going to get into, but you can look it up if you want on Google about what he did. He incarnated on Earth as a human and helped somebody, and then helped him face his demons, and then revealed himself, and yeah, peace out. So it's like cool as shit. Like that's the type of stuff I can't make this stuff up. I actually have legit testimonies from people now that I've done these private readings for. That's why I can only do like one a day, because they're intense and extremely healing, and then they're powerful. So, but it's what I've been told to do, just following like the hermit, one step at a time, going in, asking. One of the things I've been saying is how poor Archangel Raphael's been bored. It's like, why don't everybody ask for healing? Well, are you calling them in? Are you calling in the green ray of light? Are you calling in prosperity? Are you calling in for your spiritual, your soul health and your body? Have you been asking Raphael for help? Well, that's what he's there for. We ask the angels to assist. We ask Michael to assist all the time in spiritual battle. Why aren't we asking him to assist? Why aren't we asking Raphael to assist with spiritual healing? Come on. This is what's missing. He gets involved, it's all over. When he gets involved, it's all over from there. Because people are going to start getting delivered, and people are going to start getting physically, emotionally, and spiritually better. Figured I'd throw that out there. Yeah. Well, can't tell you how many times vibrations raise. I'm just like blown away by the growth of my channel, by the amount of emails I'm getting. Yeah. I knew it. I called it out. I had a feeling that I was going to get my 1,000 subs on Easter, and within 2 weeks, I'm up over 2,000. That is an obedience, walking in faith, calling it out and speaking out your mouth, and watching it manifest. And then some. I didn't call in for a double. I want a freaking 10-fold portion of what I lost. Yep. Oh, I call him Michael. When I do my private readings now, I call him Michael and Raphael immediately. Those two on standby. Yep. And there's results. I wish Jess was on here. But I had posted on my Facebook what she had said. She's like, I can't make this shit up. I can't. She asked for a sign and she got her answer. That butterfly came, and it's the same butterfly. It looks almost the exact same as the one that's in that video that I picked apart with that video Shatter Me. She's a very sweet girl. She is. She's a good girl. I have my fabulous four, I call you. Either way, I do want to go watch Avengers. I don't know if anybody else is gonna go watch Avengers Endgame. I am. I was told there's some real if you're spiritual, you'll be able to pick some stuff out of in it. Like, oh, I guess one of the things the divine feminine really comes into her power by the end of Avengers Endgame. Like, you can see that. Very interesting. So it's happening. Like I said, that butterfly coming out of the chrysalis right at 30 minutes after I did her reading. Just like, it's like a Lazarus moment. Butterfly, come forth. I didn't even know. I didn't even know she had this butterfly. I had no clue. She sends me a picture. She's like, oh my God. I asked for a sign and I didn't think, hello. Spirit showed up. So yeah, the new healing modality is going well. I'm getting swarmed with emails. I'm trying, that's one thing I'm trying to get to them. My brain has just been, um, uh, I don't want to say in a fog, but it's very hard to concentrate today. Can't wait to watch it. I'm gonna go watch it, I think, sometime this week. And I'm not really a Marvel fan. I don't really like superhero stuff. I want to see the. Well, I want to watch it. Either way, yeah. Everybody hit the thumbs up button who's on here. I'm gonna actually head off of here. I'm gonna go into more meditation, try and clear my head. But I had to get that out there. I had to tell you guys what happened. Um, yeah, I can't make this stuff up. And if you want confirmation, I'll have Jess. She's not on here right now, but I'll have her put it in the comments. Watch Infinity War. Do they have that on Netflix? Do you know? Because if they do, I'll go watch it. And get my mind off of jumping timelines. That's all I've been doing for it seems like the last few days is jumping timelines. Okay, I'll have to check it out. How many anybody else have you been kind of like foggy? Like you're here and then you jump to here and over here and then up here and then yeah. Okay. Well, I've been like that since Friday. Well, yesterday I did the reading. I was okay because I was able to focus in, but now I'm just trying to decompress. I have another reading, I think possibly tomorrow. Okay. I'll check it out. I'll see if I can find it. And my battery's going now. Yeah. Well, we have a lot of new energies coming in, and I'm pretty sure that this is one of them with divine healing. So I wanted to get it out there. Be prepared, light workers. We have a mission, and this is actually part of it. There she is. Hey, Jess, tell me about your reading. I love you too. Yeah. I loved it. I would like to be able to like talk back and forth. How's the butterfly? Told y'all I'm not. Yeah, I'm kind of crazy, but I'm not. I really am not crazy. I think I'm normal, and the rest of everybody else is just nuts. Yeah, I need some. I'm tired. How you feeling today? You feel lighter, Jess? Jess, how are you feeling today? Molly says hi. Hi, Mama. I tried to tell you that. Are you on cloud 9 today? Feel lighter. Well, I'm all achy today. Like my hands hurt. I feel like they're all swelled up. I don't know if it's the weather. I mean, if that's not the confirmation of transformation, I don't know what is. Oh. You know what that represents. Represents a caterpillar and us being in this cocoon. Well, thank you. I don't have a choice. I'm not allowed to. I sway off the path. I know at this point. Spirit screams at me, get back on the path. And if I don't get back on the path and do what spirits tell me to do, it don't go well. I don't have a choice. So that's where I'm at. That's why I said. I have two that. Like I said, that to me, her sending me that was a whole sign of transformation. Us, yeah. And how we've been on our backs doing this dark night of the soul. And one of the signs is this butterfly emerging out of the right after I did her reading. Tuesday. I didn't even know you had these chrysalises. I didn't even know anything about them. I didn't even know a thing about them. And then she sends me this picture, and I'm like, she's like, you won't believe what happened. And I'm like, uh-oh. Like I thought, uh-oh. Hope she wasn't under like spiritual attack or something. No. Sends me this picture of this butterfly. I'm like, huh? She's like, I had this thing for a couple weeks and asked for a sign from spirit for a confirmation. And half an hour after the reading, boom, there he was out of the chrysalis. That's the sign of transformation from the caterpillar to the butterfly. Some people can say it's a coincidence. I say not. Just like people can say the lightning that hit the car a block away from my house right after I was talking about the prophet Elisha calling down fire from heaven. Yeah, a block from my house. That's what the thumbnail is actually on my video, is that there was a car caught fire in the 800 block of Edison Avenue. Right across from a fire company, too. Straight right across from I heard a crack as soon as I got off the live stream on Friday from doing that, telling what spiritual battles like. Calling fire down from heaven. Oops. I didn't mean that, but hey. Yeah. I was on the phone with Jess when all the fire trucks and stuff started coming because I was gonna do a live reading. I was like, I think we were supposed can we do it tomorrow? Because Friday was really rough for a lot of people. Thursday and Friday, new energy coming in, it was rough. And then I know. If you watched the thing from Friday, anytime I talked about karma don't miss an address, you'd hear my phone go off, or I'd say something about something important, you'd hear my phone go off like bing. Yeah, in other words, pay attention. Those are the synchronicities that, yeah, we got to pay attention to. And then, like I said, I got off the phone and boom, right over top of my house and it hit a car and caught it on fire. I saw it flash and I heard the kids outside here scream. I've been seeing a lot of numbers, but I have not been going by numbers a whole lot anymore. I do, but I pay attention to the number and I see I take my thought captive and I'm like, am I thinking positive or negative at this point? Because then I can just differentiate whether it's dark forces or light for if it's dark forces or if it's from spirit. Because a lot of times we just see numbers and we're thinking about somebody that's not even supposed to be in our life. You're like, oh, and then you start, yeah, ruminating, and then yeah, you get off the path. So these are the types of syncs that you guys are going to start seeing now, or you should be, or you should be asking to see something different than just numbers because, like I said, dark forces are able to manipulate the numeral system um, to get like light workers off their path. That's why a lot of us has had false twins. We'd see 1111 and then it would sync with, oh yeah, the eclipse is happening. Yeah, that happened to me. So I see synchronicities like I break up with one ex and the other one at the exact same time I'm breaking up with him, the one that hurt me, yeah, threw me in the dark night. That one ends up in prison. That's a synchronicity to me at the same time. Yeah, they are tricksters. So our divine partner is going to be perfect for us. I'm not saying they will be the perfect complement. Hi, how are you? Welcome. Yep. My battery's running low, so I am going to get off of this live stream. I did want to, whoever just joined in, if you want to go back and watch from the beginning, I talk a little bit about what had happened since Friday and the synchronicities. And then I talk about my private readings and what's been going on with them. I did try and get a hold of the one gal. I haven't heard back from her yet. I got to get a hold of her and see how she's been feeling. Because they're very intense. And it's not just work on my part, it's also work on the person who comes to me for readings part too. They have to keep up with, I can't grow anybody else spiritually except for myself. All I could do is model it. That's what I'm supposed to do. But I can't do the work for you. I can jumpstart you, which is what I do, but I can't do the work. That's stuff that you have to be passionate about. Yeah, it has it's, timeline skips. Like I said, I had a dream the other night that I wasn't in this body. I was in another body and I got shot in the back. And it was an accident, but I was shot. And I heard the doctors basically, yeah. I died in that dream. Interesting. Past life stuff. Clearing up stuff. Most people are like, oh, she's nuts. No, I'm not. Yeah, it's been happening a lot, and it probably will continue for a little bit yet, for the most part. Hang on. Let's see if I can find my phone charger. Hang on. Well, I appreciate y'all joining in on my live stream. Do you have any questions? Right now, we do have 3 planets in retrograde. We have Jupiter that went into retrograde. Yeah. That was my grandmother's name who had. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Letting go has been the biggest thing and the hardest thing for most people. And that is one of the areas that I'm specifically working with people, is getting unhooked from oppressive thoughts, from certain energy fires. So I've been working with doing that. I never had that one. I had a dream I was shot in the back, but I'm pretty sure I was burned at the stake in a past life. I knew that for sure. So, I already know this. The Crusades. The structures that needed to come down. All the atrocities. And I find it very interesting. That didn't sound good. That was my cat. I don't know what he did. Knocked something over. The atrocities of what religion has done. It's just, I love Jesus. I do. And yeah. I know what he did. And the purity of some of the biblical stories in the Old Testament are extremely important to me. However, when the church scholars leave out some of the most important books that teach about all of it and manifestation, they left out the book of Thomas. Doubting Thomas, yeah. The dude that Jesus walked through the wall in front of, because he didn't have faith. Well, guess what? That is crazy metaphysical stuff. He was living in a body and walked through a wall. This was after his resurrection, by the way, but yeah, he walked through a wall right in front of Thomas. Well, guess what? Thomas wrote a whole book, probably the most powerful book on manifestation, and they left it out of the Bible and called it heresy. How dare they? How dare they? I don't give a shit what church people don't like it either. It's truth. And then I find it interesting that there is a piece of scripture that the churches will use to keep you under this sinner mentality, slave mentality. You cannot add to or take away from the words of this book. Are you fucking kidding me? I get that. But they did take out books of the Bible and toss them because they wanted to keep the normal, common, everyday man and woman in slavery under religion. That's why they took out, like I said, they took out the book of Thomas because it taught you how to manifest. Doubting Thomas wrote a book about manifestation. Look it up. And it's all here. And it all talks about you being in alignment and perfect alignment with spirit to manifest through obedience, listening, and being positive. I've been talking about this myself. I never even read the Book of Thomas, to be honest with you. I've watched one seminar on it, and I was like, I've been doing this. This is what I've been teaching, and this is what Spirit's been showing me. This is exactly what I've been telling my community of people about taking thoughts captive and speaking positive in the situations. Yep, I don't do it perfectly, and I get pissed off sometimes at some of the stuff that dumb people do. Because it's not my karma. That's how I have to look at it from now on. Not my karma. I saw stuff that I'm just like, that's not a coincidence. That's not a coincidence. That's not a coincidence. And then I had people that were in my life who would gaslight me and say, nah, you're wrong. You don't see it like that. No, I ain't doing that behind your back. And they seem to forget. I got 4 decks of tarot cards over there. I can see what they're doing all the time. Duh. I don't have to go through a cell phone. I can feel it. I know when third-party shit's happening. And I call it. And it's quite interesting because when I talked to my father, he was pretty religious. I told him about the fire thing the other night, and I got on. And I said, yeah, I said, all these coincidences are kind of making me think that it's not I don't know. He's like, I don't think they're a coincidence anymore. Yeah, Daddy. God loves me. Tried to tell y'all I'm not nuts. They all thought Jesus was nuts too. Well, it's interesting because many of us who have been going through this Christ embodiment, some people are calling it. It's like these changes, Christ consciousness, you put it that way. Many of us have pretty much isolated ourselves from Jesus. Did that all the time. He'd go up and just go and have one-on-one time. Hermit mode. We do that. It's important that we do. We need that time to recharge. We're not going to be any good to anybody else if we're not recharged. And that's one of the things my dad had said the other day. Just make sure you're taking care of yourself. I said, oh, I'm taking care of myself. Don't worry. I pulled back for 2 freaking years. So my parents, I think, are expecting pretty good things at this point. They saw it was one synchronicity after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other, that my parents now can't deny it. It's fun. It's funny. When I can confound my father, it's great. He's a very, very, very logical, bright man. I get it. My kid told me, yeah. See? This is a karma that we're having to clear for ourselves to get on a positive frequency. We need to stay there and vibrate higher and higher and higher into consciousness. This isn't even close, folks. This is just the beginning. That crystal, that butterfly coming, yeah, that's what's happening. We're all about to emerge. And the benevolence of purity and love can actually take over. It's about time. I can't explain it. It's happening. Praise God. I know it works. So, yeah, that's probably one of the things I want to say to you the most is when you're going through this stuff, always, 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 always know you have angels at your speaking it out of your mouth. You can dispatch angels at any given time. If you're struggling in a spiritual battle, call him Michael. It'll either be him or he'll send a bunch of his understudy angels to fight off whatever you're dealing with. We have these angels to assist us and guide us while we're here. And many of us, we have, everybody has guardian angels. It's funny because Jess, one of the angels that had come out when I pulled her angel cards that was over top of her, who she could be working with, Gabriel was one. Sorry, Jess, I'm kind of talking about your reading. Gabriel was one, and the other one was Raphael. She got 2 archangels watching over her, whatever she's supposed to be doing, and a couple little other ones that are, well, not little, but a couple others are helping her with other things in her journey. So I dispatch angels for your path. It's fun. Yep. I have angels all around my house. My house is gridded off. Probably why that lightning went over my house. Does make me happy to think about it. I'm blessed, extremely blessed. No matter what I'm going through, that is one of the things we have to remember is to stay in gratitude. Be thankful for the things that you do have. Speak in the positive, even if shit is going wrong or in whatever area of your life. Be grateful for the stuff that's going great in the other areas of your life that I know that many of you well, when you see those numbers I've been telling people, that's how spirit really started getting my attention. However, also brought in a lot of calamity in my life because I didn't realize the person I was dealing with was toxic. So one of the things that not only on my channel, but a few other people were saying is that dark forces have been able to tap into the numeral system now to get light workers and people off their path. Just make sure when those you see them, what are you thinking about at the time? What's going on in your heart? What's going on in your mind? And ask spirit if it's from him. Don't just take it that it isn't dark forces trying to manipulate you and get you caught up in the thinking that this is the sync and it's not. The synchronicities, like I said, I'll still pay attention to numbers. It's cool. But I have seen big synchronicities now. I'm talking big. Just things that are just, you can't miss it. You can't. You can't deny it. It's huge. Especially in the last, just the last 2 days, I came on and talked about 2 huge things that had happened. I started the healing modality with my private readings with people to help people get free and get unstuck from toxic people. And so far, I've had 2 very good reviews and a huge synchronicity, which I talked about earlier in this video. I'm going to get off here because it's almost an hour long. But thank you guys for hanging out. If you have any questions on working with Archangel Raphael, please, you can email me at beautifulmind4275@gmail.com. Yeah, I'm gonna start talking about my eyesight here, Raphael. I want my eyesight restored to the best vision it was before all this ascension symptoms happened. Am I gonna have to go spit in some mud and stick it on my eye? Oh, yeah, that was a joke. It might work. We shall see. I know I'm not gonna wash it out in that river over there. Polluted. It's disgusting, but it's a big river. You're very welcome. Like I said, if you guys have any other questions, you can email me. I want to also thank all my new subscribers. My channel's exploded since Easter. Yeah, that's when all this stuff took off. That right there was my confirmation. Yeah. And I've been having synchronicities leading up to that. And it was interesting because I had said to the glitch, he's not on here. I told him I was going to live them, but I'd said to him, I said, wouldn't that be something if I got my 1,000 subs on Easter? 12:15 on Easter. Yep. Now I'm double that. I'm getting tenfold return now. That's what I ask. If it stops at that, Spirit can give me as many as he wants. I love my subscribers. Now I'll teach you what I know. We all are here to learn from each other. So if you guys have anything to add, please do. Chat amongst yourselves in the chat. I love seeing that. People talking to each other, connecting. Eventually I'll probably do healing ceremonies on here. So, yep. I love you guys. You guys have a wonderful rest of your Sunday into Monday. I don't know where everybody's from, but yeah, it's I think like I don't know 7:30, 8 o'clock here. I don't know. Yep, we are. You know, a lot of people talk about how bad the internet. No, the internet can be very dark and very bad. I get that, but then we have channels like this, and the glitch, and the peace dealer, and everybody talking about what's happening to a very small fraction of people, and it's undeniable. So, like I said, you can see my journey from the time I started my channel till now. I'm a different person. I don't even look the same. I don't. I look terrible. Actually, I look like shit now, but it is what it is. Oh well. I don't care. Either way, I love you. You all take care. We'll see ya. Bye.